Hello, and I'm SteveKnows, and I want to go over the keynote event from Meta so you guys don't have to sit through hours of, although hilariously memeable content, just not much VR gaming going on, or hardware. But what's important is that I keep moving my arms like this for the entire presentation. And of course, trying not to spill 20 ounces of water while I'm streaming all over myself. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to summarize the keynote event that we just had that's letting us know about all the new virtual reality tech and games and such that are coming out soon. And there are some interesting bits here. Although it was kind of sparse, there are some very interesting bits. So enough chin wagging, let's get started. So the event, it did start off talking about the future and the metaverse, which did look really cool, but it was all speculative. We did get to see the Zuck as an avatar as well, which just looked like it had a bit more humanity than he did. But the concepts of their vision I did like very much, as mixing the outside world and the virtual world, so we can still be connected with reality, but in our virtual space, was brilliant. But the event was more like, what can be? What does the long-term future look like than what's coming out next year? Something I noticed during the event was the devices being used to mix realities, receive notifications, were Android phones. So it's not just going to be Apple support, which is great, but we kind of knew that already, just kind of waiting for the Android support to happen. We did also get info about social features coming to the Oculus Quest, where our home environments will be social hubs where we can invite friends to hang out, along with the ability to create custom homes as well. And they're calling this Horizon Homes, but they didn't give much more information from that. And we knew this was happening based on cheeky images and leaks that we saw a very long time back actually. But it's happening. They've confirmed it's happening, just still we don't know when. They're also bringing messenger calls to the platform in the future as well, which they went over really quickly, but I caught it, and I think this is awesome. So you can make calls inside the headset, so you don't have to leave VR to call your mum to pick you up I don't know, what are people picking up these days? They then went on to talk about the metaverse and AR and VR with gigs and parties. But what I noticed was, in this fictitious game or gig and party that we were attending apparently, they had a store where you could purchase items, which means there should be microtransactions in the metaverse, and NFT purchases, which makes perfect sense to have unique digital assets in a virtual world. So invest in NFTs, because the next 5 to 10 years, I have a feeling they're going to grow. And since we're going to have our own custom homes, being able to bring these assets that we've bought that are unique to us into our own virtual space is going to be pretty awesome. Just like, it's very Ready Player One-esque, isn't it? Just with less realistic visuals. But the problem is I can barely afford this world, let alone two. I'll have to get a third job. But what I find genuinely crazy about this metaverse and this world is that if it happens and it's successful, Facebook are going to be like the government, the world leaders of the virtual world. The future vision is insane, and I both want it, but it scares me as well at the same time. It's kind of like falling in love. We did get a tiny segment though where it talked about games with good old Debbie, saying that they are working with Vertigo Games to bring us 5 new games for the Quest platform. But I'm not sure what they will be, they didn't say, but we do know one of them is After the Fall, which is coming December 9th, and that is a game to look out for. I'm really excited for that experience. Another one was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas VR. This one blew me away. They didn't show any footage, just announced it, but GTA VR! It's currently in development, and it'll be for the Quest 2, and hopefully there's no censorship, because if they censor stuff, well, there's not going to be much of a game left, is there? There was also a teaser for Beat Saber.
I love Beat Saber.
So do I.
Saying that they're going to bring something special. So I saw custom sabers in the showcase, and then they tweeted out saying that this is going to be part of a bigger project. And I think, based on what the community is saying, is this is going to be integration with the modding community, the largest VR community around. So you're going to have custom sabers, custom environments, Beat Saber, native modding. And another huge game announcement was Blade and Sorcery coming to the Oculus Quest, one of the best physics-driven arena games available for VR as a whole. So this is called Blade and Sorcery Nomad, and it's coming November 4th, which is just a week away. That's pretty amazing news. This is a huge game. I know the community wanted this. I absolutely love this game. So I'm curious how it's going to be on the Quest, just because it's probably going to look like crud. As long as it feels the same, I think I can make do. Some people may be happy about this. Facebook said that they were going to remove the need for a Facebook account for work enterprise headsets. So if you have a business subscription with them, you can use a different profile to your own personal one, as that causes many complications in big corporations. And they're going to integrate things such as single sign-on as well by 2023, which is brilliant news, but it's just a while off. We're also getting 2D applications. Yes, we knew this was coming, but we finally got official confirmation of it being so. And it's going to be apps such as Dropbox or Instagram, which is going to be available via the official Quest store, which will make working in VR much, much easier, especially if you've got a cloud file system that you can use like Dropbox and other collaborative tools like Slack. It's going to make the VR device a more feasible option to work in. Facebook also announced, but barely revealed, Project Nazare, which is their first augmented reality spectacles, and they showed concept videos of how you would interact with the world, such as answering a WhatsApp call, playing video games in public, chess, table tennis. It looks like the vision of a utopian technological world that you see in movies, and it's got me excited. But again, it's the future, it's a long way off. A common theme about this showcase was long-term future vision. And they spoke about more things that we've seen before, things that were experimental research. And then they had this huge build-up where Zuck said one more thing. Zuck said one more thing, and it was this long speech to tell us how Facebook will now be under the new parent company, Meta. And with this, Boz had also posted on his blog space that they want to make sure that people know the Quest is a Meta product, because Oculus, I hear that, right? I hear Oculus and I think, oh, fish and chips. But they don't. They're thinking about moving away from Oculus as a brand altogether, starting early next year. So we're going to start hearing the product being referenced as Meta Quest, or the app on your phone being the Meta Quest app. It just doesn't have the same ring to it. And I don't see them doing this with anything else, like Facebook becoming MetaBook or Meta App or Metagram. It's annoying, but at least it shows their passion and their drive towards creating this metaverse. That is their focus. And as a VR enthusiast, you know, I kind of want to see that. And if it has to be Facebook that does that, as I said, I can appreciate it and I want to see it. But it scares me. And we didn't hear much about new hardware either. They said they were working on something and they had it in this box that they couldn't show us.
Hey, Angela.
Hey, Mark.
Is that what I think it is?
I sure hope it is.
All right, come on in.
What's in the box? They briefly gave some information saying that this is a project called Cambria, which will be a new product from Oculus, Meta apparently. But they did briefly touch on the project that this encompasses, the Project Cambria, which won't be the official name, that's the project name. And it's a new product that we've seen in the leaks. But it's not going to be a replacement for the Quest 2 or the Quest 3. It's a new product line altogether, a pro device that they said, and they were very clear on this, will cost a lot more because it's going to be packed with the latest technologies like social presence, meaning things like face tracking and eye tracking. It's going to have color pass-through as well. And this device is supposed to be coming next year at some point, but no date yet. And as I said, this is what we've seen in those leaks, even though those leaked videos were not in the event at all. And we just got this really small teaser of the headset, which didn't really give much away anyway. It was just overall... So overall, there are small things there to get really excited for. Some great games. I'm actually genuinely so pumped and I'm going to be really impatient. But as I said, the main theme of the conference was their long-term vision 5 to 10 years from now. And it was nice to see that they were really passionate about it. But I think I'm walking away with this with a smile on my face, excited about what the future holds. And at least I've got some great games to tie me over for a little bit as well. Let me know what you guys think down below, because I know we wanted to see new hardware and we didn't really get it. Happy gaming, guys. Good day. Oh, and I had to put this collection together of these memeable moments from the Zuck. They were just so funny. This whole conference was just so cheese. It was hilarious.
You seem like a natural.
Whoa. All right, that's a little too realistic. See you later, Lee. That was fun.
Beat Saber has a passionate community.
Oh, I love Beat Saber.
So do I.
So now Boz is going to join us to talk about what people are already building for the metaverse and what kinds of tools we can create to help out. Hey, Boz. I'm still kind of jealous of your robot avatar.
Yeah, man, you gotta have the robot when you're working your dance moves, right?
I mean, of course.
This is Oppie. Oppie, come on, Oppie. Who is a good persistent state virtual object layered on an interactive pass-through environment? Oh, you are. Yes, you are.
But it owns special effects, and that's the important piece of this vision and this community. It's open to anyone and everyone who's curious. And the metaverse is well positioned positioned to be a strong digital economy for creators from all walks of life. This is primitive to a functioning metaverse.
Tell her what her available actions are at any time.
Hey assistant, where's my favorite mug?
We're also working on a voice interface that will